Nassau County, New York Republican Committee Chair Joe Cairo. Joe, thanks so much for taking the time. We know it's obviously been a busy day. Right off the bat, I just want to get your reaction to George Santos becoming only the 6th member of the House to ever be expelled.
I think it's sad for the country, sad for the members of the 3rd Congressional District, the residents. It's a blemish that has now been pushed aside. It was a stain, and we've got rid of it. Now let's move on and elect someone new to represent the people of the 3rd District.
I want to get to that process in just a minute, but I'm curious, how did you feel when you saw that none of the Republican leaders in Congress today voted to oust Santos? And I know they've been sort of hedging their bet all week and it didn't really whip votes or anything like that, but what did you think when you saw that?
Well, I think I was proud of our 4 congressmen here on Long Island for the way they voted. Anthony D'Esposito, Andrew Garbarino, and Nick LaLota, the 3 of them who voted. I think that the others, hopefully as an attorney, I feel that if they felt that it was innocent until proven guilty and that was their reason, then I respect that. If it was otherwise, I don't know what the reasons were, but I can't comment because I'm unsure.
So in addition to the scathing House ethics report that you've seen, of course, we learned shortly after he was elected that Santos lied about where he went to college, where he worked, among many other things. I'm wondering, will this whole episode change the vetting process for candidates, do you think?
Yeah, it has changed the vetting process. We had this morning 22 potential candidates, all of whom are being interviewed. We've received 3 or 4 more calls today. They will go through an extensive committee meet with several members of our Republican committee. They'll be questioned. They have to provide resumes, et cetera. Then when we narrow it down to a few, we will have an outside agency, an outside firm will retain them to do a more thorough vetting investigation.
Yeah, and it's an interesting process. Let's talk just a little bit more about that, because unlike in the primaries where the voters choose each party nominee, in special elections like this, as you just mentioned, party leaders like yourself help decide who will be the nominee. So I'm wondering, what is Nassau County, the Republican Party there in Nassau County, looking for in their next candidate?
Well, as you said, it's a special election, so there is no primary provision. Candidates cannot primary in either party, Republican, Democrat, or any of the other constituted parties. So what we'll do is we'll have our committee look to see the credentials of the people, to see if they reflect the philosophy of the Republican Party, to see who's most electable, and then to see who will best serve as a Republican the constituents of the 3rd Congressional District. It's a heavy burden, and that's why we'll have several members of our committee, including former Congressman Peter King, who served for 28 years as members of that committee, so we can come up with the best possible candidate based upon the criteria, one of
the things Congressman Santos continuously said on Capitol Hill was, the voters put me here. The voters put me here. It's not up for Congress people to send me back home. But in your area and talking to voters, do they feel like they voted for the person they voted for with all of the lies that came out?
Of course not. 9 out of 10 people that we speak to that our elected officials interact with don't believe they elected George Santos. He was a fictitious character that they elected. George Santos wasn't honest with the people, and I believe that based upon the several 100,000 pages of documents, few 100,000 pages of documents, plus the subpoenas that were issued, there was a thorough investigation by the Ethics Committee, and that was sufficient for the expulsion to be warranted and to be so voted today.
And just finally, sir, do you think he's done any kind of lasting damage to either the Republican Party at large or there in Nassau County?
I think there are a few people who will feel that way, but we just had an election in Nassau County this past November, last month. We had overwhelming success throughout the portion of the county which would lie within the 3rd Congressional District. The Democrats tried to put that around our candidate's neck. It failed. People are there looking for candidates who are qualified. We'll make sure we have one this time. And basically, the issues are with us here on Long Island. We're going to continue, I think, to be successful and elect another Republican come the special election, probably in February.
We do appreciate your time, Nassau County, New York Republican Committee Chair Joe Cairo. Thanks so much. I know it's been a busy day.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.